Hello, how are you doing today? This is Sherri from Sherri Plants, and just touching base. I've got some citrus blooming. I wanted to show you that. I wasn't expecting it this time of year. So this right here is a kumquat. Look at all those little flowers. This is a kumquat, and I was just touching base. I started, going to show you how this is going. I've got some asparagus, and yeah, I've got some grass growing. Most of this ferny stuff is the asparagus that I planted this year. Look at the wild flowers. Notice the, if you haven't followed me before, I do use paper shreds from the office, and I've been using paper shreds now. The thing about paper shreds, it's not perfect, and yes, there's chemicals. The way I look at it is it's sustainable. It's something that's already trash in my house, and why throw it out without getting the full use out of it? And it's used here not necessarily to make the soil better, but it does because it makes it hold water and shade roots. I know that it's not something that's going to make the soil incredibly more healthy like mulch, but I didn't have mulch until recently. And then, whoa, look at over here. I do have a mulch pile. And that's going to be a little project to start moving the mulch over here. And so what I've been doing is I've been narrowing down my garden area to something that I can handle at this pace in life, and just figuring out what I could do. I've been doing this row, and I recently started working this row also, slowly but surely. I did plant stuff in the middle here of this walkway with the thoughts of chop and drop, like, for instance, I did some sun hemp. Some of it did take down that way, and I also did some Sudan grass, I believe, but they didn't take. So, but these loquats are doing amazing, and I expect them to continue doing so. We're about 2 years in on these. So what I've been doing this year, and you can see I've got some legumes popping up here. What I've been doing is working on this row. As I pull the weeds, I was planting beans, 15 bean soup mix, and thinking I'd get ground cover, but it really didn't take. So my next thought, look at this little, down here's a little fig getting choked out, to get in here and weed some more. And this right here is a pigeon pea that was mixed in with my little 15 bean soup. So I did have some of the pigeon peas take. Now in the past they haven't taken that well for me. I hope they make it. I think they generally don't do anything until the second year. And I thought this guy died, but he has 2 leaves on top, so maybe that'll come back. And I'm sort of out of breath. So my health has been bad, and it's my own fault. I've gotten overweight, so I'm working on that, and working on the garden at the same time. Part of that mulch intrigue, it's going to be part of my exercise program to get that mulch and bring it all the way down here, as part of my goal. Now I did plant some, I planted okra and I can't think of what, roselle. So I think that wound up being roselle. So I did weed this little section, and then, you know, plan is to now put some mulch on that little section and keep going down the row, because it's what I can do. And sometimes our ideas, wow, look at this fig over here, are bigger than what we can accomplish. So I've got to reel it in and do what I can do. How are you guys doing? And I hope everything's going great in your gardens. And this is becoming the time of year where Floridians can get out. Look at that. I got sandbird up. Ouch. Can get out and do some stuff without having a heat stroke. So hopefully I'll have more coming your way. And look at those pretty yellow flowers. I've been thinking about taking those flowers and trying to dry them a little bit or something like that to see how they turn out. But anyways, so that's how my garden's growing. It's growing wild. And I hope your garden's growing wild too. Let me know how you're doing. And have a great day. Bye.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin. And I know it's never gonna